Let's get started with a few laughs. Here are your choices for the top 5 television comedies of all time. Number 5 on your list of best comedies, a show that proved bigotry could be a punchline. All in the Family.
You dumb Polak. Maria, you married the laziest white man I ever seen. See, them colored people love to play with bells.
Debuting in 1971, it turned controversy into comedy gold.
Wow! I'm getting the hell out of here!
At the heart of the show was Archie Bunker. He loved his long-suffering wife,
Will you stifle him?
his daughter, and Richard Nixon.
Watergate!
But he hated his son-in-law because he was a liberal.
Now I see what your idea of a free country is. You're free to say anything you want, but if anyone disagrees with you, they're either thrown into jail or called a meathead, right?
That's right, because this is American land that I love.
CBS was worried that the show was so offensive, it originally came with a warning.
All in the Family. It seeks to throw a humorous spotlight on our frailties, prejudices, and concerns.
Created by Norman Lear, Mickey Rooney was Lear's first choice to play Archie. But Rooney turned it down.
And in the Bible you read where so-and-so is damned for cheating or stealing or committing insects in the family.
The show almost looked like this. This is the pilot that was later shown on TV Land with different actors playing Gloria and Mike.
Get away from me, meathead!
They were replaced, and Sally Struthers and Rob Reiner got the job.
As for this guy here, I think his underwear's too tight.
But it was Carol O'Connor as Archie who got most of the laughs. Are you and Archie Bunker in any way the same?
I'm quick to anger. I'm inclined to be cranky. I'm very opinionated, of course, in another way.
Whoopee.
And at number 4 on your list of best TV comedy ever, a show depicting the ups and downs of everyday family life.
This is war!
The Cosby Show. Dr. Cliff Huxtable and his wife had 5 kids.
Then you don't want another one.
Listen, Claire, there are times, and there aren't many, when I don't even want the ones we have now.
What's going on?
It was a family that had never been seen on television before.
Have fun.
Affluent and African American.
It was a show about a family that just happened to be black. It was all the same problems. We're married, we have kids.
Yeah.
Denise is hogging the bathroom.
Well, why don't you use the one downstairs?
The small one, that's for guests.
Well, pretend you don't live here.
Our kids are trying to take all our money.
Your mother and I are rich. You have nothing.
The show was based on Bill Cosby's stand-up routines.
4 minutes later, downstairs comes the 4-year-old. She is naked and wet. Shampoo in her hair has run into her eyes.
Cosby loved improvising.
I didn't know this was a script. I thought we were supposed to make it up as we go along.
The written words on the page were a guideline for Bill.
He could go in any number of directions at the drop of a hat. It was magical.
Your choice for the 3rd best comedy of all time took some of the sting out of war.
I have hopefully made this a more enjoyable war for all of us.
At least for 30 minutes every week. MASH.
Unlike some people, I don't waste my time drinking and chasing women.
We're thinking of chasing only drinking women. Eliminates one process.
Playing Dr. Hawkeye Pierce, Alan Alda became a star.
You want out of here? After the Army went to the trouble of arranging all this mud and lice? You haven't even had dysentery yet.
Set during the Korean War, the show started in 1972 in the midst of the Vietnam War. Its anti-war message made it feel current. There were bumbling officers, a cross-dressing corporal acting crazy to get out of the war.
Obviously, a guy like me is unfit to defend his country, unless we're attacked by the House of Dior.
And drunken surgeons who had no respect for authority.
The condition of this tent is a disgrace.
Yeah, well, it does have that lived-in look.
Attention all personnel.
Nash was filmed on location. The mountains of Southern California filled in for South Korea.
These are the real jeeps.
At the height of the show's popularity, Alan Alda gave me a tour of the set.
What's really nice for us as actors is the detail all around us that makes you feel you're in a real place.
It really does. Nash lasted for 11 years. That's 8 years longer than the actual Korean War.
That's all, folks.
And coming in at number 2 on the best comedy list of all time,
oh, mamacita!
Seinfeld.
I think I can sum up the show for you with one word. Nothing.
That's exactly how Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David pitched the show to the president of NBC.
Well, it's not about nothing.
No, it's about nothing.
Well, maybe in philosophy.
And you said we're going to do a show about nothing.
Right.
What does that mean?
I would read material and go, nothing's going on here.
What did you do today, we say to the president?
I got up and came to work.
There's a show. That's a show.
How is that a show?
Well, maybe something happens to you on the way to work.
No, nothing happens.
Well, almost a show.
The pilot testing for Seinfeld was absolutely disastrous.
You better believe it.
But the show about nothing needed a little something.
Get out!
I just said you have to add a girl. Find a girl.
What are you saying?
Not saying anything.
You're saying something.
What could I be saying?
Well, you're not saying nothing. You must be saying something.
If I was saying something, I would have said it.
Why don't you say it?
I said it.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
But even with the addition of Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Seinfeld was still not a hit. Not until the 6th season did it become number 1.
I'm out.
No one could have predicted the impact.
But that's not what they would have you believe.
All of these moments from a show that technically was supposed to be about nothing.
Yada, yada,
Yada?
Yada, yada, yada.
I have plans.
I'm smart.
Still remain in everyone's minds.
You don't think she'd yada, yada sex?
I've yada yada sex.
And your choice for best comedy of all time? A show about a zany, red-headed housewife.
Who, me?
Filmed in black and white, the show still airs today, 60 years after it debuted. I Love Lucy. This is the pilot, which can be seen on the DVD extra of the I Love Lucy box set. It doesn't look quite right. Different apartment, and there's no Fred or Ethel. In fact, there almost wasn't a Ricky.
They didn't want to buy Desi as my husband. And I said, why not? He is. And they said, well, Cuban, and we want an American.
¿Para qué se puso el vestido si sabía que no iba a caber, señora?
Gracias.
But Lucy insisted.
The reason there's an I Love Lucy show is because they wanted to be together more.
Recently, I met up with Lucy and Desi's children, Lucy and Desi Arnaz Jr., on the soundstage where I Love Lucy was filmed, their first time back there together since they were children.
Little Ricky and I would run around under the bleachers, and Lucy would hide in the dressing room.
And I can tell you where everything was. The band was over there, and the living room was there.
It was fun for the kids, but serious work for Lucy.
She was the kind of performer who needed lots of rehearsal, and so she was always the worst one at the read-through.
I'm your Vitamita Vegemin girl. Are you tired, run down, listless?
As the week went on, she got better and better and better.
Do you poop out at parties?
This famous scene was not improvised and was done in just one take.
Are you tired, run down, listless? Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? Vitamita Vegemin contains vitamins, meat, and vegetables and minerals.
You have said that I, Lucille Ball, I don't think funny.
I don't think funny. I can do funny things that other people write down in detail, tell me how to do them, but I really don't think funny.
She may not have thought funny, but she sure knew how to make us laugh, then and now.
Drop it! Drop it!
On the floor?
No, let me have it!
Okay.